For months, my brother Adam told everyone he couldn't find a job. He said he was trying, that the market was bad, and nobody was hiring. My parents believed him. They gave him money for food, rent, and gas. I believed him too at first. I felt sorry for him. I even offered to look over his resume, but he always said he had it under control. "I've got leads," he'd say. "I just need a little more time." He played the role of a struggling guy so well, we never questioned him, until I saw the truth. One evening, I was scrolling through social media. Adam had posted a photo from a rooftop bar, new clothes, a cocktail in hand. The caption read, "Deserved night out." I blinked. He told our parents he couldn't afford groceries last week. Then I saw more. A story from a concert. A picture from a weekend getaway. None of it matched the life he was describing. I started looking closer. His phone had notifications from food delivery apps, ride shares, shopping sites. Not cheap stuff. Expensive orders. He was living well. Just not honestly. I didn't say anything right away. I wanted to be sure. So I kept watching. I saw him ask Mom for help with rent again, claiming he was barely scraping by. That same day, he ordered sneakers worth $300. I felt sick. I knew our parents were struggling too. They had been cutting corners to help him. They never complained. They just wanted him to be okay. And he was using them, lying to their faces while living comfortably. That's when I decided enough was enough. He needed a wake-up call, and I was going to give it to him. I run a creative agency. We design ads and manage social media for small brands. It's not a huge company, but I built it from scratch. I had the power to hire people and fire them. I got an idea, a lesson Adam wouldn't forget. I created a fake job listing, perfect for someone like him. A junior assistant role, decent pay, basic tasks, easy to qualify for. I posted it online through a back channel, under a name he wouldn't recognize. Then I waited. It didn't take long. 3 days later, he applied. His resume was full of lies. He said he had experience in digital marketing. He claimed to have managed campaigns and worked with brands. I laughed reading it. I had proof he hadn't worked in almost a year, but I approved his application anyway. I asked my HR manager to set up an interview. She followed my plan but didn't mention me. I watched from a glass room when he came in. He wore a fake smile and a cheap suit. He sat down and talked like a pro, told stories that weren't true, praised his own work. He had no idea who was watching. After the interview, the team said, "He seems eager." I nodded. "Let's give him a shot." He got the offer the next day. He called me, excited. "Dude, I finally landed something. Things are turning around." I said, "That's great, man. Congrats." I kept the act going. I knew what was coming. On his first day, he arrived early, smiling, confident. He walked through the doors of my office without knowing I owned the place. My employees welcomed him, handed him a company badge, and gave him a tour. He looked like he belonged. That wouldn't last long. I waited until lunchtime. Then I asked HR to send him to the main conference room. When he walked in, he looked shocked to see me. "What are you doing here?" he asked. I stood up. "I could ask you the same thing." His smile faded. I told him to sit. I placed a file on the table. It was full of screenshots. His vacation photos, expensive orders, messages to our parents about being broke. His face turned pale. "I was going to tell you," he mumbled. "I was just trying to manage things." I wasn't buying it. Didn't yell. I didn't insult him. I just laid it out. "You lied to everyone who cared about you. You took their money, their trust, and played them for fools." He tried to interrupt, but I raised my hand. "You wanted a job? Here it Nez, one day of reality. This is what it feels like to be held accountable. He looked down. So what happens now? I told him plainly. You're fired, effective immediately. His mouth opened, but no words came. Just a stunned silence. I had never seen him look so small. He left without saying much, walked out of the building slowly, like he was trying to process what had happened. I watched from my office window. My team didn't ask questions. They knew better. That night he texted me. Was that really necessary? I didn't reply. I didn't owe him an explanation. He had spent months lying, and I gave him a mirror. What he saw in it wasn't my fault. It was his own reflection. Sometimes the hardest lessons come when you finally see yourself the way others do, not as the victim, but as the problem. My parents were shocked when I told them everything. At first, they didn't believe me. Adam wouldn't do that, Mom said. Then I showed them the proof. They sat in silence for a long time. Dad sighed. We thought we were helping him. I nodded. He didn't need help. He needed to grow up. They agreed, slowly, with heavy hearts. It's hard to admit when someone you love uses your kindness. But they needed to know. We had been protecting Adam from reality. I just chose to stop before it cost us all even more. For a while, Adam didn't speak to me. He called me a traitor, said I embarrassed him. Maybe I did, but I never felt guilty. I didn't do it to hurt him. I did it to wake him up. The truth is, no one had ever held him accountable. Every time he messed up, someone cleaned it up. Every time he lied, someone believed it. Not anymore. He needed to know that actions have weight, lies have limits, and if he wasn't going to find the bottom himself, I was going to help him hit it. Weeks passed. Then one day, Adam called. His voice was quieter than usual. I got a job, he said. A real one. Entry level, warehouse work. Not fancy, but I'm doing it. I paused. Good, I said. That's a start. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for advice. Just said he was trying. I told him that's all anyone wanted from the beginning. Honesty and effort. Not excuses. That phone call was short, but it felt different. He wasn't pretending anymore. Maybe he was finally facing the truth. Maybe the lesson worked. Mom told me later that Adam was helping around the house again, cooking dinner, washing dishes. Dad said he was paying rent on time. Nothing big, but different. I hoped it would last. I didn't need him to thank me. I didn't need an apology. I just needed him to become someone our parents didn't have to worry about. That was all. I wasn't angry anymore. Just tired of watching someone waste potential because he thought lies were easier than effort. Maybe now he'd stop acting, like life owed him something. I still have that folder on my desk, the one with all the proof, not because I plan to use it again, but because it reminds me of something important. Family doesn't mean ignoring the truth. It means telling it, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. I love my brother, but I won't protect his lies. That's not love. That's fear. And I refuse to let fear run our family anymore. We've all done enough pretending. Now it's time for real growth. Sometimes people need a harsh truth to reset. A mirror that doesn't lie. A door that closes before they walk off a cliff. That's what I gave Adam. Not to shame him, not to feel superior, but to give him a moment, the kind that changes everything. I hope he remembers it. Not as the day he got fired, but as the day someone finally said, enough. That's what love looks like sometimes. It's not soft. It's solid. It says, you're better than this, and I won't let you forget it. So yes, my brother lied about being jobless for months. And yes, I secretly hired him and fired him on his first day. It wasn't cruel. It was real. He needed to understand that life doesn't hand you a free ride. You earn it. You build it. And when you lie, someone always pays the price. This time, it wasn't going to be our parents. This time, it was going to be him. And in that moment, I stopped being just a brother and became the one person who finally told him the truth.